What's up guys, it's Shotcolor MIA here, and today I will be doing an Alistar Runes and Masteries guide for Season 4 and its update 4.13. And to start off things, for the greater quintessences I do flat health, and that's 26 per quintessence, totaling 78 base health. Moving on, I do greater marks of armor, which are 0.91 each. And then also for the greater glyphs, it's a bit tricky. I use a balance of 0.7 armor, 6 of them, and then base flat greater glyphs of MR, which is 1.34 each, totaling 4 MR. And then also I use the greater seals of health, which is 1.33 health per level, 24 at level 18. And your total statistics from just your runes is 4 magic resist, 216 health at level 18, 12 armor, and 78 health. The reason why I use greater quintessences of health is because as Alistar, you really want to be beefy early game, because you will be harassed a lot by 80 carries and supports because you are not ranged. And going along with that, I also choose to balance more on armor rather than magic resist, because in the bot lane you'll be facing more auto attacks rather than AP based abilities, and so that's why I run 6 glyphs of armor and then 9 greater marks of armor. And I also use the greater glyphs of MR. I just use 3 just to add from the small base armor that base magic resist that they give you, and also the greater glyphs of magic resist offers the most amount of magic resist per glyph. Well, basically out of the seals and the marks. And then greater seal of scale and health. This can go either way. You can either choose to do the greater seal of base health or armor. But in my opinion, the greater seal of scale and health is much more better, because as Alistar, you really want to progress into a tank, and as you get into the mid game, you'll realize that you really have the potential for dishing out a lot of coverage for your team, and as you activate your ult, you won't take much damage, and so you just need this scaling health, so after your ultimate, you have something to fall back to. And in my opinion, with such the heavy start of your health from your quintessences, you don't really need it early game, and so that's why I choose to scale it so it fits better into the mid and late game. And then that's covering the runes. Going over to Masteries for Alistar, I run a 0-15-15 for Alistar support, because I take a point in the reason why I don't take any points in defense is because you really are just there to soak up the damage and deal out AoE, not AoE. You just want to dish out crowd control, not AoE damage. You're not there for the damage. You're there for soaking up the damage and applying a lot of crowd control to the enemy team. And so I take a point and block, just because you're melee and you'll be harassed a lot. 5 points, 3 points in resistance make you 5 MR. That's always good. That goes with your that's why I don't take that many glyphs of magic resist. Also hardiness, 3 points in it make it armor. That you just become a beast in the bot lane, basically, because with all this armor and magic resist, it'll be very hard for them to take you down. 3% maximum health, 36 base health, and that's why I also take the seal of scaling health, because you're ready. That and your greater quintessences is a total of an extra 114 without items and without your base health. And then enchanted armor, increased bonus armor and magic resist, it scales well. And then 2 health per 5 seconds. That also is just good for the early game. And then moving on to utility, I take 15 points in that. I take 3 mana regen per 5 seconds. The reason I do this is because as Alistar, you will be using heal a lot for your support and for yourself as well. And it's because you'll be harassed a lot, because it's 2 ranged usually against a ranged and a melee as you. And then 1.5% movement speed. This is really good if you don't want to use the movement speed quints, so you can catch up to people in combo as Alistar. 1 health regen per 5 seconds for every 300 maximum mana. This is also good for regenning. Cooldowns of summoner spells. This is really good for Alistar, because you can engage a lot sooner, and you can utilize your roaming potential with shorter cooldowns. And then 3 points in greed. In my opinion, I don't put as many points. I don't go 0-21-9. It's because as Alistar, I in the early game it'll be more of sustaining in lane and waiting for team fights to chain your CC, or waiting for a jungler to gank, which will be later on. And so that's why I take 3 points in greed, and then scavenger 1 gold each time an ally kills in a nearby lane minion. I take this because usually it's paired up with the coin, and it gives you a lot of gold as your um, ADC starts to farm decently. And then, well, 40 plus starting gold, I just take it. I mean, you don't have to. It's all choice. I mean, you could switch it out, get biscuits, or durations of potions, elixirs, you can do that, but you can choose either the pots or the gold. In my opinion, the gold's better. And that's the Alistar Season 4 Runes and Masteries Guide. This is Shotcar MMA. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.